Welcome, subscribers and guests. You're listening to DoublePlusMedia News. Let's go. Heritage.org. In the war on cops, how the new attack on law and order makes everyone less safe, Heather McDonald, a fellow at the Manhattan Institute, offers a scathing, data-driven account of the misguided and sometimes malicious attacks on the law enforcement community. Racial tensions in this country are clearly on the rise. A new Rasmussen poll indicates that 60% of likely voters think race relations have gotten worse since Barack Obama became president, up from 42% in late 2014, and African Americans are far more likely to believe that they are treated unfairly by the police than whites. Mac McDonald also notes that nobody wants to talk about the fact that the people who benefit the most from aggressive policing are law-abiding African Americans who live in the inner cities and are trying to lead decent lives, but are afraid to go out at night, let their children play outside, or go to work. Commentary. Yeah, this is pretty understandable. Kind of problematic being anti-police when police help minorities too. Another side to this is that there is terrible policing and a lot of power tripping in places of authority. Power abuses should not go unaddressed. I don't think this would have been such an extreme swing from abuse to riots if it wasn't for mainstream media narrative pushing. As we saw in the Rittenhouse trial, it's easy to build a false narrative and then just repeat it over and over again. We also have to deal with isolation. Easier to get in a bubble of information when you don't have anyone besides your online tribe. Anyone else getting the feeling this is going to get worse before better? We have to wake up to the idea that things are a bit more complicated than police are bad. Join into the discussion and ask for more details. Maybe if we can move towards listening, resist the pitchforks, folks. Nah, F those fools. But also keep in mind that some people think that birds are drones, that the earth is flat, and that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. Associated Press. Biden calls for a release of U.S. hostage in Afghanistan. President Joe Biden on Sunday called for the release of a U.S. Navy veteran, Mark Frericks, who was taken hostage in Afghanistan nearly 2 years ago. Frericks, a civil engineer and contractor from Lombard, Illinois, was kidnapped in January 2020 from the capital of Kabul. He's believed to be in the custody of the Taliban-linked Haqqani network. Commentary. There are few lingering issues with Afghanistan. There are estimates that about half the population is going to starve due to the collapse of humanitarian aid. Just think about it. A country without widespread violence versus a country with widespread violence. It's going to be pretty hard to maintain social systems when you can't maintain safety. Thanks, Biden. Redstate.com. Newsom and Garcetti flash eating grins as they ignore mask mandate at Rams 49ers game. While students in California are being forced to wear a mask for the entire school day due to the Omicron variant quote-unquote crisis, N95s required in LA County even between classes and while playing outside. Two of the state's NFL teams faced off Sunday in a playoff game in front of over 70,000 mostly mask-free people. Los Angeles County's current regulations for attendees at quote-unquote outdoor mega events require either proof of vaccination or negative COVID test, and for masks to be worn at all times, unless actively eating or drinking, as in pull the chin diaper down for each individual bite or sip, then immediately raise it over your mouth and nose. Of course, California Governor Gavin Newsom and Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti paid that no mind. Commentary. I mean, California had its opportunity to recall Gavin Newsom. This doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, look at that guy. He wants to flaunt privilege and power, as do most politicians that we know publicly. They want attention, bad or good. If it's bad, expect a quote-unquote, sorry, we're sorry, so sorry. Vice. A drug cartel war is making lime prices skyrocket in Mexico. Limes are part of Mexico's identity, essential companions to tequila, tacos, and guacamole. They're critical ingredients in the country's gastronomy, but they also face a criminal form of price fixing imposed by cartels who are turning the lime business to help finance their violent operations. Lime prices jumped some 90% in December 2021 compared to December 2020. Commentary. I was wondering what was happening with regards to the cartel and just becoming farmers. I know you can make a ton of money selling drugs, but it's a lot of overhead too. Think about it. Guns, ammo, fall guys, patsies, drones for dropping bombs, snitches, stitches, narcs, and let's not forget about the upcoming Heisenbergs. Whereas you become corporate farmers and you're rich, like owning casinos in the gambling trade. Gambling was mainly underground before. Just saying, people need food to live. Wink. Limes and avocados from Mexico, folks. Know where your money's going. BBC. Ireland gives undocumented migrants path to citizenship. Thousands of undocumented migrants and their families will have a pathway to Irish citizenship under a government scheme which opened on Monday. The Justice Department estimates there could be 17,000 undocumented people, including 3,000 children, living in Ireland. Broadcast RTE report. Those who have lived in Ireland for the past 4 years can apply for official permission to live there. The Irish Justice Minister said it was a quote-unquote once-in-a-generation scheme. Commentary. I'm not a fan of just giving undocumented anybody something for free just because they've evaded the police long enough. If they are undocumented, that's illegal. If you just grant them citizenship, you are essentially spitting in the faces of all the people that respected your country and obeyed the laws. It's your choice, but I think you're sending the wrong message. Southern Border border of the United States, anyone? CBC. Trudeau tests positive for COVID-19, condemns quote-unquote hateful convoy. Trudeau urged all Canadians to get vaccinated and boosted as cases of the Omicron variant hit high levels in many parts of the country. Ottawa police described the protests as mainly peaceful, but said Sunday they're investigating a number of incidents, citing reports of threatening behavior, public mischief, and dangerous operations of a vehicle. Trudeau said Monday Canadians are quote-unquote shocked and quote-unquote disgusted with the actions of some of the protesters. Commentary. Trudeau catching the convenience coup. Bunch of truckers headed to the capital? Probably right-wing neo-Nazi awful men. On his way to escape, calls them dirty unvaxxed or something. What is wrong with this guy? Oh yeah, he's a politician. Smooth brain jelly mouth. Not a wrinkle on it. Another opportunity to talk about vaccine hesitancy, pros and cons of vaccination, natural immunity, and the science behind vaccine mandates and mandates in general. Why didn't he stay? Why will he have COVID until the mean citizens leave? We know why. The question is, how long will we have COVID? PCMag.com. Windows require a minimum of 8 hours online to update successfully. Updating Windows can be a frustrating process, but Microsoft has identified a key factor in why devices may struggle to achieve the state of quote-unquote fully up-to-date. Devices need 2 periods to update. The first period spans 2 continuous connected hours, followed by a second period, 6 total connected hours, after an update is released, noted by Microsoft Updates Program Manager David Geyer. Commentary. Windows. I remember the last time I had a Windows computer, and this was exactly why I left. I had an update interrupt a game I was playing or something, and I hated being forced to lose my data so much that I swore off Windows forever. Now I'm stuck with the slave traders and the corporate shill Mac boys. Come on, Tesla. Maybe you can disrupt another industry, or at least we can all pretend so. CNN. Lunar New Year 2022. Welcoming the Year of the Tiger. Saying goodbye to the ox, we enter the Year of the Tiger on February 1st, 2022. Most people born in autumn and winter, August 8th to March 6th, generally need more wood and fire. They will see an improvement in their fortune from 2022. Wear red. It's associated with luck and prosperity. Commentary. Year of the Tiger, folks. This is all very complicated in the actual year of lunar calendar. I mean, in the article there was something about more car crashes. Yikes. Anyway, here's some stuff I googled about the symbolism of tigers. Strength, courage, confidence, independence. Here's me making up a fortune for you. Wear red once a week and the tiger will smile on your independence at work and in your community. SciTechDaily.com. We already have the technology to save Earth from a quote-unquote don't look up asteroid. What if a 10-kilometer wide asteroid was on a beeline towards Earth when an impending calamitous impact just 6 months away? This was the scenario in the recent Netflix film quote-unquote don't look up. The movie has led many to wonder if we have the resources and technology ready and available today to avert such a disaster. Researchers at the University of California, Santa Barbara say we do. Quote, we show that humanity has crossed the technological threshold to prevent us from going the way of the dinosaurs, unquote, wrote Philip Lubin and Alex Cohen. Commentary. Never watched it. I didn't like the dumb trailers I watched. There's a point when satire becomes so stupid, it's just a person yelling at you about how stupid you are over and over, when you're nodding the entire time and they keep getting louder. That's what makes people stupid. Embracing the idea that louder is what is needed. Why not treat the audience like they are intelligent? Settle down now. And maybe some will aspire to be that instead of the other way. Thanks for listening, and a double plus thanks to likes, comments, and subscribers.